Here's a full, engaging, emotional story based on the title, written in plain paragraphs with depth, challenges, and a strong, inspiring message, perfect for a 15-minute YouTube video. The moment Marcus Lockwood saw the stranger kneeling beside his daughter in the park, his heart lurched as if someone had yanked the air right out of his lungs. 1 second he was checking emails on his phone, navigating corporate crises like he'd done so many times before, and the next, a gentle, unfamiliar voice was filling the quiet autumn afternoon, with laughter he hadn't heard in years. His daughter, Lily, was giggling, really laughing, at a woman who looked nothing like the polished executives Marcus was used to dealing with. The woman was in a simple dress, her hands worn and gentle, her eyes soft with a kindness that didn't belong to the world Marcus had built around himself. He froze, stunned not just by the sound of Lily's laughter, but by the feeling it stirred deep inside him, something he thought he had buried long ago. Marcus walked toward them slowly, his suit jacket stiff from years of boardrooms and business travel. Lily turned, her little face bright with joy. "Daddy, she gave me my bear back," she exclaimed, clutching the stuffed toy with a grip that seemed too big for her small arms. The woman stood, brushing leaves from her skirt, and smiled at Marcus with a warm calm that made something in his chest twist. "Thank you for finding her toy," Marcus said automatically, but the stranger's next words hit him like a tidal wave. "I used to be your wife's nurse." Time seemed to stop. Marcus saw the light shift, as if the world was asking him to notice something he hadn't allowed himself to see in years. His late wife, Olivia, her voice, her laugh, the gentle way she cared for everyone around her. The memory was so vivid it made his throat burn. "Your wife spoke of you often," the woman continued, "especially about how much you loved Lily." Marcus's breath caught. He hadn't realized just how much he'd shut away the quieter parts of himself, the part that loved simply, deeply, without strategy or armor. The woman introduced herself as Clara, and as they talked, Marcus learned she had been at Olivia's side through long nights of chemotherapy, through moments when Marcus couldn't stay because of work. She spoke with a quiet honesty that forced Marcus to confront the compromises he'd made: careers over family dinners, meetings over midnight cries, spreadsheets over the softness of life that can't be calculated or controlled. Marcus felt ashamed, but he also felt something else: clarity. Clara told stories of Olivia that Marcus had never heard, stories of laughter in hospital corridors, soft lullabies sung during sleepless nights, moments of pure joy amid pain. With each word, Marcus felt as though he was seeing his wife with new eyes, as though a part of her was reaching out to him through Clara's memories. Lily toddled around them, her presence a reminder of everything worth fighting for. But the moment wasn't easy. Marcus struggled with guilt. How could he ever make up for the years he'd spent chasing success while missing the moments that truly mattered? How could he explain to Lily that her father's choices came from love, even when they caused hurt? Those questions gnawed at him, but Clara didn't judge him. Instead, she offered him something more valuable: the chance to really see his daughter, and the courage to begin healing. Over the next weeks, Marcus found himself returning to the park, not out of obligation, but because he wanted Lily's laughter to be real, unfiltered, echoing without fear. He and Clara began spending time together, at first awkwardly, but soon with an ease that surprised him. Clara wasn't someone chasing wealth or praise, she was someone rooted in compassion, in resilience forged from life's toughest battles. She helped Marcus see that strength wasn't measured by power or profit, but by the willingness to be vulnerable, to care, to show up. Marcus faced resistance too. His corporate world didn't understand his shift in priorities. Board members questioned his focus. Old friends raised eyebrows when he declined invitations to late-night deals. But Marcus stood his ground like he never had before. He showed up for Lily's school performances, for bedtime stories, for quiet mornings in the coffee shop where she wanted chocolate sprinkles on her pancakes. He began to rebuild relationships he had neglected, starting with his own heart. The real turning point came one Sunday afternoon when Lily tugged his hand and said, "Daddy, can we go see Mrs. Clara?" Marcus looked down at her bright eyes and felt a swell of gratitude so powerful it made his eyes sting. "Yes," he said, "we'll go see her." And when Clara greeted them with open arms, Marcus realized that life doesn't give second chances often, but when it does, it's because someone believed he deserved them. By learning to listen, to care, and to forgive himself, Marcus found something richer than any business deal he'd ever closed. He found love that was steady and real, love that didn't need perfection, love that thrived in honesty and presence. Lily's laughter, once a distant echo in his memory, became the soundtrack of his days. And in the quiet strength of Clara's friendship, Marcus found a future built on things that truly matter: family, presence, and a heart wide open. In the end, Marcus didn't just see his daughter laughing in the park, he saw the life he almost missed, and he chose it, fully. And that choice, more than any title or triumph, became his greatest legacy.